So I woke up this morning and I noticed, hey, it's really nice outside. So I walked to school today and I was crossing the railroad tracks because that's how I walk to school. And then I noticed this police officer. He was like, hey, but he didn't actually say hey, he was just like, where. Kind of like the look my grandmother gives me when she walks into my room and I'm listening to Gogol Bordello. It's like when she doesn't approve, but she's not gonna do anything about it. So this police officer was just like, I don't approve, but I'm not going to do anything about it. He probably wanted to go catch some kids smoking cigarettes or something. So this is my room. It's where I sleep and do a lot of other things. Like I usually do my homework in here. And I also paint in here, in this very room. So this Marilyn Monroe poster up here, it's pretty neat. I don't know. I won it at Oaks Park, which is this place in Portland. I got to ride roller coasters, which is like one of my favorite things to do. And this dart game where you throw a dart at posters, and if you throw it at a poster, you get that poster. And I threw it at the Marilyn Monroe one on accident. And so I got a Marilyn Monroe poster and I was like, hey, I'll hang it up in my room. My birthday came like 2 months after and people were like, what should I get Zoe for her birthday? And then I got 2 more Marilyn Monroe posters. I think only one of them, another one, is currently hanging up in my room. And then I got a Marilyn Monroe tin, and I really don't like Marilyn Monroe all that much. She's pretty. I remember when I was little, I watched this documentary on her. I was really little. I must have been like 6 or 7. And for some reason, the documentary gave me the impression that she was mentally handicapped. Once I was like, Mom, did you know Marilyn Monroe is mentally handicapped? And she was like, no, she just had a couple mental issues. And I was like, what? So my mom got back from Thailand today. Apparently, they're like all crazy drivers there. They don't even have any rules necessarily. They're all bonkers. So she got me some cool things. Like she got me this kitty. My mom went snorkeling in Thailand and apparently she got stung by a jellyfish. When she told me that, I freaked out. I was like, you got stung by a jellyfish? She was like, yeah, I got stung by a jellyfish. And then she lifts her shorts up and shows me and I'm like, holy crap, and it's all red and everything and has these weird marks on it. And I was like, well, what did it feel like? And she's like, it felt like getting stung by a jellyfish. And I was like, well, how exactly does that feel? And she was like, it feels like stinging nettle, but you wouldn't know how that feels. And I was like, are you kidding me? This one time I reached into my drawer, like my vegetable drawer, and my mom gets all these local vegetables and weird crap like that. Like sometimes I don't even know what they are. Like a lot of them are like miscellaneous roots and stuff that she cooks. And I don't know, she's a really good cook, so it doesn't really matter. And I guess they're all really healthy for me, so I pretty much just eat them. I was reaching into our vegetable drawer in our fridge to grab a carrot because I was like, oh, look at those carrots right underneath that lettuce, right? And so I reach in, grab a carrot, pull it out, and apparently that lettuce, that what I thought was lettuce, because all of the lettuce we get looks hella weird. It's not, I mean, majority of it isn't even lettuce. It's just these weird leaves that we eat. Which, I mean, a lot of them are really good. But it turned out to be stinging nettle. And so I had like all this stinging nettle up on my hand because apparently my mom blends it and drinks it in her drinks. So it must be really good for you. But I would not like to consume stinging nettle, like, even if it wasn't a drink, I would still be paranoid. I would be like, like, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to drink it.